Hey, 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 it's Friday night, the 20th of January. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What is happening out there all around Peterland? Well, I've been rather busy this week. Actually, right after the show finished last Friday night, on Saturday, we got a BlueScreen. And I'm going to run you through that. So I'm not going to get into the diet stuff because it just makes the show really long, okay? Those of you who want a diet stuff, maybe we'll have a diet show. So I'm assuming you can all hear me well and everything is alive and well. Let me make sure. Where is my meters? There we go. Okay, we're tapping the yellow. We are tapping the yellow. Yeah. Tapping the yellow. So what that means is the meters are going up and just tapping the yellow and then backing down. So you should be able to hear me just fine. So it is 10 o'clock on a Friday night. Do you know where your camera is? Well, yes, I do. As a matter of fact, it's right here. All right, so my journey has been green screening for the last week and a half, or is it 2 weeks? I lost track now. All right, so let's get rolling. I'm going to show you a couple of things so you know what happened and the sequence that they happened. So I do have the lav mic on, so you should be able to hear me all the way from back here. Hello, I'm back here. Okay. So we had the show last Friday. Okay. So we had the show last Friday night, and I was having trouble with the green screen. Why was I having trouble with the green screen? I was having trouble with the green screen because I do, like most people, I'm getting a green screen, okay? Here it is. All right, so I got myself a chroma key background from Amazon, and I wanted to basically not spend a ton of money. So I got this, I think it was like $24 or $28. But that wasn't recent. I've had this here for a long, long time. I actually forgot about it until I decided I needed green screen for a reason. So I actually put up a 2x2. You know when you go to Home Depot and you get a 2x2? Okay, I want to come back to this in a second. All right, so I put a 2x2. Where is it? Let's go all the way to the back here, okay? So right over my head is a 2x2 that's mounted in that corner, kind of good. And on this side, it's mounted on the other side to this black pipe, which you can't see. It's right here. See the black pipe? Okay, that is a light stand. So I have a 2x2. And the green screen that I had, which was this big boy right here, this is a big boy. He needs an operation. We got a doctor in the house. He needs an operation, okay? He's too fat. All right, so I just threw it over the 2x2, not a 2x4, but a 2x2. I didn't have to buy anything because I had the 2x2 here already. So I did spend some money, but I started with this and the 2x2 and the stand that I already have here in the Christmas room. So I put that together. I put this over the top. And what happens with the green screen is everybody makes videos about green screens. Okay, and they're all going like wrinkles this and wrinkles that and wrinkles this. And I thought they were talking about me with the wrinkles at the old age. Okay, see? All right, so no, that's the big surprise. The wrinkles have little, I can't say none. Okay, I'm sure you could get it wrinkled enough where it becomes unusable. The wrinkles are not the problem. The problem is Peter's going to sit here in this chair. Okay. And they want you 6 to 8 inches away from the green screen. All right, so if I get my little handy dandy tape measure, which I have here on the desk normally, I'm going to measure from where the green screen starts. Let's do it like this, about there. All right, so this is 5 feet. Where are you? I'm losing my attention. So the Peter sits here, or anybody. If it was Lewis, or Dr. Charles, or Scotty, or whoever, they would be sitting here. So it's 5 feet from here to the green screen. So the green screen's not up right now. It's right here, see? So don't be thinking the green screen's up. And here's the original green screen. So there's no green screen. This is the real tree. All right, I could probably shake it and make half of these ornaments fall off. All right, so the problem is you actually put up a green screen, and when you put up a green screen, you're told because of the wrinkles, make sure you light it well. All right, so I had the best freaking lit up green screen in all of Florida. I lit up this green screen like there was no tomorrow. And you know what? That's the wrong thing to do. Peter, what are you talking about? Anytime I see a tutorial, I watch them. I have looked at the green screens and all that kind of stuff, tutorials, all right? Well, they're not wrong, but they miss the point. It's like you got a whole camera and nobody ever talks about the dang dong, ding dong, doong dong, you know, shutter button, which is what triggers basically any and all cameras. So the problem with the green screen is a secret. The light comes on the green screen, okay? So you basically start like I have. I've got my lighting set up. Well, I was having problems getting the green screen to green screen correctly. So I figured, aha, I know how to fix that. I'm going to get me a softbox that I can put on the floor right here and just light the living crap out of my green screen. Well, guess what? That is the wrong answer, because the more you light it up, okay, it can't. Gotta put this up here where it belongs. Sorry, I picked that up. Peter made a mess. Okay, and put this back where it belongs. All right, so now if I turn this on, okay, so now I'm being lit up by that light on the floor. Look at me. Don't I look like I'm being lit up like one of those flashlight crapola things? Yes, I do. Okay, so let's turn that off for a second. So I did some more studying and I learned that the green screen reflects back to the talent, to the Peter that's sitting in that chair. And when it reflects back, you'd think from here to there, 5 feet, that there would be no reflections. But oh no, it's a lot of reflections, and those reflections cause problems. Okay, it's not that it's making me turn green. All right, it's making my hair turn purple, and it's making the outline of my body look fake, like somebody drew with a white matte marker all the way around. So Ecamm, or any software, has got a slider where you can key out the green screen stronger and stronger. So that made it start to punch into my shirt. Okay, so the solution is you need a piece of cloth that's not so bright. So they invented that already. What did they invent, Peter? They invented the blue screen. So I bought me a blue screen, and that's this right here. Okay, so let's turn this off so we have no accidents. Okay, so the tree is turned off. Okay, so now I'm going to slide this across all the way over here. All right, there we go. And now I hung a blue screen. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this, guys, all right? Don't get upset. I'm going to put this over here in this corner just to get it out of the way. All right, so now here I thought, aha, I learned how I'm going to trick this thing. So now if I come in here and I turn on the blue screen, okay, so let's turn on the blue screen. Where is it? It's over here. And up, it's up at the top. Okay. So blue screen. Okay. So I went in the next room and I took a couple of pictures of the door. Okay. Just the door. That's what you see in the background. All right. So now with that door, all right, I need to get rid of the outline. So I make the fade level, okay, on this. Okay, so you see over here, you see the flowers over here where they're basically twinkling, almost like it's digital, okay? So I figured, okay, I know what I'll do. I'm going to turn on and light up this sucker, okay? So I'm going to turn on this softbox on the floor, okay? So I lit up this sucker down now, all right? And that's starting to look good. but I could see a little bit of outline on me, so I'm just going to raise it up just a little bit. Okay. All right, so what happens now? Can you tell me what's going on? Can you tell me what's happening now? What is it that I'm going to object to? I'm going to give you a few seconds so you can figure it out. Just watch. Look at me. Don't look at the green screen. Look at me. Look at my head, my hair, my body, my shirt. Look at me. So don't forget, now we are using a blue screen instead of a green screen. So it's a blue chroma key cloth instead of a green chroma key cloth. All right? All right, so the hint is my shirt's got a lot of blue, and I never knew how many of my stupid shirts have blue. So if I get my favorite green shirt, look at that. My green shirt, it's in front of a blue screen. It punches holes through the shirt. And my favorite red shirt, you guys got to know that this is my favorite red shirt. Look at the blue streaks right here. Okay, watch as I move. You can see them. It's punching through. All right, and it's also doing funky dunky stuff with my hair. Not only that, my favorite shirts also, okay, so this is green. So this will work here because we're not green. I can move this around and it's solid. All right, so I got one shirt and I lost two. All right, so 2 shirts down, 1 shirt up. And it happens to be my 2 favorite shirts, these that I've been wearing over the year. And my red shirt with the blue, it's got blue stripes here, okay? And one of my favorite shirts is this solid blue, beautiful dress shirt. So the blue screen is more offensive to the green screen environment. So I'm going like, all right, let's turn this off because this is just annoying, okay? All right, so this is the blue screen. So I'm thinking to myself, there's got to be a way around. So the problem is the green screen reflects too much. The blue screen has got too much involvement with my clothes. Plus, like, let's say Simon, an ordinary filmmaker, doesn't have a whole lot of hair up there. So he doesn't have to worry about it, okay? But my hair was starting to turn all fringy kind of colors. So if I come over here and just sit down and come over here, okay? So now there is no blue screen that's actually running. Okay, so now I switched it to blue. All right, so over here, if I turn this over to get it properly, so I just turned the whole green screen black, and this is where you can adjust. You can go up, or you can go down, so on and so forth. Okay, so because I've got little dabs of blue on this shirt, all right, the blue screen is now causing me a problem. So the green screen causes me a problem, and the blue screen causes me a problem, and this is what all of you guys are going to run into. So let's turn the green screen off so it doesn't look so stupid, okay? So now I just have a plain blue background. Now that could be fine. You know, the blue background is fine. I can turn off the softbox that I have sitting on it, okay? All right, so now I have just like a dark blue background. So that money is not wasted. I could actually use this black background. It's not black, it's blue. I can actually use this blue background. I could use it for pictures. I could use it for the live show like I'm doing now. But, you know, there's something about boys, which I am one of them, that when a challenge appears, it doesn't leave. It's the challenge stays. So I'm going like, how do I make this damn thing work? Okay. So, oh, by the way, I see you guys are commenting. So thank you for being here. All right. I'm not going to ignore you. I'm going to get to you first, but I'm going to unload on my green screen troubles. The mountain of green screen weight. Okay. So the green screen, let's go to the other camera. Okay. The green screen, what the problem is the reflection, okay? So the reflection on this, so the blue screen, if you do YouTube video tutorials, all right, you're gonna find out that blue screens are for areas where you don't have a great distance between the talent, the Peter that sits in that chair, and the background, which they say you need 6 to 8 feet. Well, it's only 5 feet to me, and I can't shove myself in the camera. Okay, so what do? I started to look at, and so I'm saying the blue screen is a fail, but it's less of a fail. Okay, so if I slide the blue cloth, okay, and plus I'm not stupid. I'm looking for cheap blue cloths and cheap green. So I'm going, these professional high-end people that do this stuff day in and day out, what exactly are they doing? Okay, so now we have no screen here at all. This is the Christmas tree. That's turned off, but that is the tree. So if I turn the tree on, okay, you could see the tree. So over here is hanging the blue cloth, and over here is hanging my solution. So there is a solution, okay? All right, so I started to do some studying, and I came across the problem is that the cheap fabrics all have a shine. So this is a $30 fabric, okay? But it has a shine. Can you see it? If I just move it, I don't have any lights on it at all. It's the softbox all the way at the other end of the room. So I'm not lit up beautifully, and yet this is giving me a shine. So the green screen does this shine trick more, all right? That is what screws things up. This thing is wrinkled to hell. I mean, I don't know if you can see the darn wrinkles or not, all right? But this is wrinkled where I feel like, oh, I need to get it ironed in order to use it as a green screen. So it's not the wrinkles that bother you, it's the reflection. So I found this one, okay? That is this right here. It even comes in this little bag. It's made by Westcott. Now this one is not $20 or $30. This one's $80. All right. But the thing about this is it looks like a Microsoft fiber. Is that what they call that? The microfiber? Like a blanket or a microfiber. In other words, compare, all right, how much reflection you see on this. This is just the bag. Okay. Do you see a lot of reflection happening here? Let's compare it with the blue screen. And the green screen that my original one was even worse. So you can see the sheen, the shine here. But do you see the shine? Let's drape this over my arm. Okay. Do you see the shine here? Because this is almost like a felt. This is like a microfiber. This is $80. $80. Thank you, Jim Mundy. I finally found a use for your birthday gift that you gave me. Okay. So I bought another one, all right? And I wouldn't have if it wasn't for Jim, because he gave me an Amazon card where I could afford to buy it, all right? Because finances here are having a little bit of problem with the court case, all right? So because of Jim Mundy, I was able to get the Westcott. So the brand on this is Westcott, all right? And if you notice, very little to no shine. I mean, it lights up, and you want it to, because I'm going to close this now, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you, all right? So let's put this over here. Now I'm going to slide this across my 2x2 pole. Boom, 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 until I get over to this side. And then I'm going to step on my little step stool, and I'm going to bring it so it's up in here, okay? And I'll bring it up behind the piano. Okay, the piano is real. It's not green screened. All right, and then over here. All right, so this is right out of the bag. It came today. No iron, no fuss, no muss. Okay, now let's look at the shirts and see what the heck happens, okay, when I start the green kids. Okay, now I got my my favorite red shirt. It's got the blue, all right, and this should green screen with no trouble. So I'm going to turn on the green screen. Where is it? There it is. Okay. So the green screen is now on. All right. So what are you looking for? You're looking for a couple of things. My hair. Is it turning colors? All right. I'm making fun of you, Simon, but you know I love you, buddy. Okay. Simon wouldn't have that problem. All right. But with this hair, it takes on the color of the screen. So let's get a little closer, okay? So I can even stand over here and it still looks natural because it's not the damn wrinkles. Okay, what it is the green screen is like a felt. It's absorbing the light. Do you have a Microsoft blanket? I'm sorry, a microfiber blanket. I don't know why I said Microsoft. Okay, they're warm and fuzzy and comfy and all that, but they also don't have a lot of reflections. Okay, so here's a fiber that I use. It's a fiber cloth. You see how it's kind of trying to punch through? There's no shine on this. So I bought this at Costco to clean my glasses. Okay, but it's not powerful enough. It's the wrong color green. All right, but that Westcott is the correct color green. Now let's see what happens with my shirt. This is my favorite red shirt. This is my favorite blue shirt. Oh, it's punching through a lot less, isn't it? Yes, it is, but I still see holes in this shirt. So I could start to adjust the slider, or let's try something different. Okay, let's turn on this softbox. Okay, so now I'm lighting up the screen, but I haven't changed the camera settings. All right, and actually it's still punching through, but a little bit less. So what I can do is I can come over here and I can actually start to change the slider. Okay. All right, so it doesn't look like my favorite blue shirt is going to work. Let's turn off the light again. Okay. So it's a balance of these three things, just like you have shutter, your aperture, and you have your ISO. Okay, so you're trying to balance these things out. So it looks like on this green screen, this shirt is out, unless I could figure out some kind of a balance on the blue-green shirt. Okay, so I do have a slider over here. Okay, so that's off, and then we're going to slide that up. All right, so if I was wearing this shirt, it would be a fail. All right, now how about that other shirt that I showed you? This one. I don't wear this one too often, but it's a green shirt. Okay, so with the green screen, it actually punches through. All right, now how about with my nice blue dress shirt? No problem. Okay. So this actually is a much better solution. So if I switch over to my sit camera, which is right here. Okay. So here's the new green screen. You notice how it's nice and bright, but there's no reflection? That means, watch. Boom. Okay. Now, the other thing that a green screen does is over on the outside of your body, it gives you a line, but there's no line with this green screen because it's absorbing. So I can actually run this green screen this way, okay? So this was $80, and Jim Monday basically paid for this with one of the Amazon gift certificates. So this is how I arrived at how I can actually green screen and get most of my shirts to participate again. Okay, so now I'm going to start reading the comments because I'm sure you boys and girls all have something to say about this. All right, so let me just straighten myself out here for a second. Now I could sit and I could start reading the comments and say hello to my favorite people. Okay, so let's start at the top and see who's in here. Look who's here. It's Peter Gregg. Oh, my God. The chat is open. And then Scotty. Hi, Scotty. I've been missing you, buddy. I am so glad you're here. Tonight's meal is going to be chili and grilled cheese. Oh, I love grilled cheese sandwiches. Okay, Peter's Kitchen. Line up in Peter's Kitchen. It's all you can eat, punch, and silverware at the end of the line. Scott, you know, you got the most wonderful personality. You joke so well, and you come and you make the whole evening brighter. And you bring grilled cheese sandwiches. Okay. So here's ordinary filmmaker just making fun of the old boy. Okay. So he's saying, ordinary filmmaker. Good evening, Scott. Remember, we are on the new Westcott. I'll put a link to that in the description below. So instead of spending $20 or $30, I'll get back to you in a second, Simon. Okay. Instead of spending $20 or $30, you're going to spend $80, $79.99. All right. And it says wrinkle-free. It's not wrinkle-free. I can see it here. It's full of wrinkles, but you don't see no problem. So where is Simon? Hopefully he's going to get a nice cold winter weekend. He needs some snow and ice, enough of the mud. Oh yeah, it does turn to slush. I experienced that one time in my entire life, because I have never seen snow in my adult life until I was in my 30s, maybe 40s. And I went up to see my uncle in New York, and it was for New Year's, and it said it wasn't going to be any snow. And I said, oh, doggone it, I want to see some snow. Okay, so it snowed. I was sleeping in the living room on one of those pull-out couches that are very uncomfortable with the bar right down the center. We all have one of those, right? So I'm sleeping in my underwear, and they've got a big, gorgeous picture window, okay? And I woke up, stretched, and I got T-shirt on and my tidy whities, okay? And I'm under the blankets. It's cold as can be. Peter's not used to the cold. And I opened the drapes of this big, huge picture window. Everything is white. God painted the whole stinking city white. I ran out the door and I threw myself in the snow. And my uncle comes up and grabs me by the throat. I'm not going to send you back to your father dead. Get your butt in here. It's freezing. It's snowing. Well, I saw snow. It was so beautiful. I have to say, I can't believe how beautiful the snow was. Little did I know, the next morning, all that snow turns to a gray, mushy mud. I was like, how did that happen? So that was my first experience with the snow. You guys up north, you're laughing at me. Fine, laugh. See if I care, okay? So that was, that's what Simon is talking about, enough of this mud. So maybe for a few hours you get beauty and how gorgeous it looks. But then the mud comes. It just, the cars slop through it, they splash, and there's hardly anything white anymore. It's amazing how something so pretty can turn so ugly so quickly. So, hi Simon, of all the best news, where does it come from? Right there, ordinary filmmaker, okay. See the red right there? It's not part of the green screen. Don't forget, that's my door from the next room. I'm green screening it, okay? So that's where Simon is, up in Canada. All right, and Charles, where do you think Charles is, huh? I'll give you 3 guesses, and the first 2 don't count. Hello to all from Chipotle. So guess what he's having for dinner? So Scotty is saying hello to Simon and Charles and Jim Monday. Jim, were you here early enough? Because I didn't look to see who was talking. This is where I used your gift certificate, and I bought this new Westcott green screen. You want to see what you bought? Let me turn it so you can see actually the green screen. Okay, so I'm going to turn the green screen off, and that's what you bought, Jim. Thank you so much. I love you very much. I appreciate it so much because my credit cards got closed down because of the court and how much I owe and stuff like that. So unless I have a gift certificate, I can't buy anything, including food. Okay, so this is getting serious. So I use this to buy the green screen. So this is the Jim Monday green screen from Westcott. So the moral of the story is don't buy the cheap stuff. It's just going to cause you a lot of trouble. Unless you get a really, really big one and you can move yourself 8 or 10 feet in front where none of it is going to backfire on you. And yes, just a little bit of light causes a big backfire, okay? So it does matter. Size matters. Oh, I'm sorry, color matters. Or reflection matters. So Scotty is saying, oh no, Charles is saying hi to Scott. Okay. And Jim Monday is talking to Charles and saying Chipotle is my favorite. I live on pizza and Chipotle. Charles says, yeah, sepia, the right look for his time. So what I was trying to do was you know how they have these countdown timers and all you have to do is look at the timer going tick tock, tick tock. I wanted to make it really dark so that you could still see me, but you knew it wasn't the show, okay? So this is what I came up with, okay? So tell me if you guys kind of approve of this. I forgot, that scene's it's muted. So before the show and before the mic is on, okay, I actually wanted you to see what I was doing, but not interact with me, okay? Kind of like a faded look into the future, Twilight Zone. So this is what I came up with. I don't know, that's the best I could do for right now. I came up with the idea. So what I do is I go to this camera and I have it set, and then I switch to the full color camera, totally sharp, and I have that one turned on, okay? So that's why that opening scene is, I wanted to make it a little bit interactive so you can it kind of can look like you're looking in the window. What I should do is get one of you guys to make me a window mat, okay? And I could put it so you're kind of, you know, you ever see the movies and they're looking in the window wishing they could be inside. And it looks so warm and nice in there, and you're standing out in the snow. Well, I wanted to do a takeoff on that. So I came up with sepia and blurred and water, which goes in every scene. So the thing with Ecamm is I could have made it darker, really dark, and made it so it's not blurred out, but it affects every camera. So I don't want to make it, if I forget to put it back, it's not correct. I make enough mistakes, guys, okay? Seriously. Okay, so where was I? Yeah, that's why Charles is talking about the sepia, okay? So, yeah, you guys are making jokes because you didn't know why I was sepia'd out before the show started. Now you do. Okay, and Simon is going, color check, Peter, audio check, color check. I explained it, okay? So this is kind of like, so it's not a countdown slide. You actually see me, okay? But I have no, I have it kind of like in the background. So you can kind of like keep an eye on what I'm doing, but you know the show didn't start yet. That was back at the beginning of the show. So if you have suggestions or corrections, I'm sitting in the chair. I gotta have to look at them, okay? All right, so Louis Lazuka. Louis, I have texted you. I've done everything. The ball is in your court. I want to talk to you, but you don't make it possible. So you're gonna have to email me at petergreggonline@aol.com and tell me how to connect up with you. Okay, there you go. All right, so Louis is saying hi. Oh, Louis, tell me if it's bothering you, because I have the slow motion on, but not 60 seconds. I think I have it set to 40 seconds. So if that's slowing you down, that's good, because that'll slow down the porn people that like to pop in. So that's the point. It's not an anti-Louis thing. It's a porn bomb thing. All right, so Charles is saying, okay, so he got it now. Okay, Charles got the steak bowl. Simon is saying, I haven't used my green screen since I filmed with the 70D. Perhaps I should try it out again. You got me thinking. Oh, there's so many wonderful possibilities. If it isn't one thing here, it's another thing. Oh, by the way, I put the camera up for sale up on Facebook. I have it for $1,825. No shipping and no tax. So the used ones are going at about $1,900 to $2,100, and then you could buy this for $2,200 at B&H and Canon refurbished. So this is almost not used. I just used it the few times you saw me in here. The box did get tossed out because when we had that big rainstorm, it leaked and it got wet. So I have the cap and the battery and all that. Okay. So when I sell this, that's the money I'm going to use. I want to get the S-52. Okay. It's like a B-52 bomber, but it's the Panasonic S5 Mark II. And I think I'm going to save up and spend the extra $200 and get the X model. So the first step is to sell the Canon R6, which it's a wonderful camera. Okay. I would buy the R6 Mark II, but it's got a couple of serious problems. So I do have one in here somewhere. Oh, it's in my bedroom. I was giving somebody a little class on it today. Okay. So they wanted to be able to go from crop mode to full frame mode very quickly. So if you have like a 35mm lens, you could turn your 35mm lens instantly to almost a 50mm just by switching to crop mode, and there's almost no degrading of the picture. So that's a key point, not to degrade the picture. So I was telling him how to do it, but apparently you do it differently on the Mark II. All right, so what this camera has that the new Mark II that I wanted does not have is it only gives you C-Log 3. Well, this one gives you C-Log 1 and Z-Log 0 and C-Log 3. I like the C-Log 0, but it's not called Z-Log 0. Okay, I like that. Okay, let's switch over to the cameras that rotate, just to see what I would be doing wrong with this. Okay, so I'll find it. All right, so this has got the green screen. You can actually see the blue screen hanging in the corner, but it looks like a drape. If I didn't tell you that, you wouldn't even know what's going on over there. So this is the green screen, and this is the Nikon body, which we're looking at here. And now these cameras are going to rotate. So I'm doing that. That's the little stool that I used to slide it over. So that shouldn't be in the picture. I should have put that out of the picture. Okay, actually it's annoying me enough where I need to go over there and move it. So excuse my belly while I take this little step stool and take it out of the picture. Okay. I only had it there because I can't reach that ceiling. Okay. I'm a short little guy. All right, so this one would need a little adjustment. It's got me over too far. So let's move the Peter over. Okay, there we go. Okay. So, where was I? And I can probably fix that. There we go. Fixed. Okay, so that the cameras will move. The tripod even moves. Okay. Now let's fix this camera. Let's move that so Peter's kind of like that. Okay. And then when the next camera comes up, I knew it. Got to fix that too. Okay. So you're looking at the green screen. Okay, see the Christmas tree going around? You see how it's keying out a little bit? Now, you guys are a lot of you are professionals, so you'll notice that, but the general public is not going to notice that. Okay. So I probably would not make any adjustments. I probably would, I don't know what I would do, but it didn't bother me like the little step stand. All right, so this is the wider view, and it's showing you my water, which reminds me. And those are the hangers on the Christmas desk where those shirts are, so those wouldn't be there normally. I don't make this my closet. I'm doing this with you guys because you guys like a lot of behind the scenes. Okay, so I left off with ordinary filmmaker, my buddy Simon. Haven't heard from Liam lately, Simon. Okay, Charles says the chroma green and the chroma blue are great tools to use, and that's what they are. That's a great point, Charles. You know, you could, if you use this in a professional commercial area, like if I was still having clients coming through here, and a client asked to be at the beach or something, and it's raining and we're not going to the beach, or they wanted to be in the swimming pool. Okay, let's move this up a little bit, get it out of the picture. Okay, I could actually chroma key that out, and let's say the green screen didn't work with that client. Maybe the guy was a Martian and his skin was green, so I have the blue screen. However, I didn't buy the Westcott blue. I got to see. Good point. If that blue screen is returnable, they make this green screen in green and they make it in blue. And because it's that like a felt fabric, it's got almost no reflection. So if I can return the other one, yes, I'm going to do that. Okay. Thank you for the suggestion. Okay, so that was Charles. He actually inspired Charles, you inspired a good thought. Okay, I found keeping the light consistent on the entire screen mattered the most. I found that the light didn't matter. As a matter of fact, you need the proper balance, because if I overlight this, if I turn on, if I could find it, I'm feeling around here. If I feel anything I'm not supposed to feel, ooh, I'm looking for the switch. And I guess I'm not going to find it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to turn it on. Okay, so look at the tree going round. Okay, see that tree? Now I'm going to turn the light is off. Now I'm going to turn it on. Okay, so you see how it affects the lighting? So it's very, very easy to overlight a green screen and a blue screen. And the worst intrusion is the shine, not the lighting and not the wrinkles. So I would say the shine is number 1, the lighting is number 2, and then the wrinkles is number 3. But with the Westcott, it solves just about all the problems. I got no lighting on that green screen in the background now. Okay? It's like a blanket. It's like a velour. And because it's a velour, I don't want to say velour, because velour can be a little bit shiny if you get the right velour. But a felt, like a felt fabric, okay? It's kind of like the surface of the moon. It's crumbly, and it doesn't reflect light very well. Okay. Okay, so that is what Simon says. Lewis is here, Mr. Camera Junkie, up in the Fort Lauderdale area. How you doing, Lewis? How's Aiden? Hope everything is A-okay, wonderful in 2023. And hello. Hi, Aiden. If you can hear me, big boy. I don't know if you can hear me now. So tomorrow night I'll be going to my brother's for dinner, so that's why I won't be home, so I'm not going to be in. So Simon is saying, yeah, reflection, green reflection is a bit of an issue. It made me buy stuff over and over that has to be returned, okay? So you can use front lights to reduce it. Well, I'm in a studio where I have the lighting set up, so the green screen's got to be dialed in. So it's the reflection that's the number 1 intruder or offender, better word. Okay. Charles, in his infinite wisdom, his incredible intelligence, is diagnosing it clear across the state. The problem is your green screen is not chroma screen. Well, I don't think you're going to get better than Westcott green screen. That is chroma, 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 chroma. I have to wear looser underwear to get the lower notes. Okay. So see-through shirt. Now, you can make a lot of jokes out of that one. And Sammy says, hi, Peter. Hi, Mr. How's my superstar? That is, Sammy is my superstar. Okay. Love you, Sammy. Thank you for being here. You're shooting out those shorts, baby. It's amazing. I heard, no, I didn't hear, I read that you could start monetizing the shorts now. Wow. Okay. I don't know enough about it. Okay. So to say something, but maybe you could give a little class on that for the people that want to know on the shorts. Okay. So Simon is saying, Lewis, Mr. Camera Junkie is saying hi to Simon. And Norm is here. You doing all right, Norm? Why was I thinking of you the other day? But I was thinking of you. Oh, I was thinking if your bald head would shine on the green screen. No, I'm making a joke. Merry Christmas, Peter. Good evening, Gregg. He's around the world. Just flew in from Denver. And boy, are my arms tired. Oh, God. Denver gets some cold weather out there, don't they? So what was it, RVing that you were out in Denver for? Oh, this is the instruction sheet. So the Westcott, it comes in black, gray, black, blue, white, or it looks like a grayish, and a chroma green. So this is the chroma green that you're watching. So Alex says, try a yellow screen. Well, that's an interesting thought, except Ecamm doesn't have a way for me to key out yellow. So the way Ecamm says you turn on a green screen, you could choose green or blue, because that's the standard. So they don't have a color palette where I can take out any color I want, because you're right. Maybe another color would work very well, Alex. There's our excellent, smart people, okay, working on making a solution. So Simon says the blue background is very pleasing. It focuses on you. I like it. It kind of is nice if I don't key it out at all, right? It's like I might not return it because I kind of like the blue. And as a retired photographer, I've got like black, gray, white. I don't think I have a blue background, but now I do, okay? So if I change this blue that you see hanging in the corner there, it looks kind of like a drape over there, right? If I change it to the Westcott one, it'll even be a higher quality. So Charles is asking, does anyone know why we use chroma green and chroma blue? Well, chroma means that it's the actual color that's the smallest gamut. So my face and my shirt, if you had a big circle, is here. It's reds, okay? And then the opposite of it is here on this big circle. It's blue, all right? So the polar opposite of the red and the blue is down at the bottom of the circle, and it's green. So they picked a specific green that's designed or gives the least amount of trouble, and it was called green screen. But there is a true chroma green, okay? So you could go to Lowe's or you could go to Home Depot and you can get a can of, I think it's called Spring Green, which is just a hair of a shade off of chroma green, and you can paint the wall in your house that color. You don't have to hang anything. Just make it, that wall is green. I like green. I painted it green. Okay? So you could actually paint it right onto your wall. Or you can buy cloth, so you can take it on your job if you go to different locations. All right? One of the unique and interesting part of the Westcott is they tell you in the instruction, they give you a bag for it. They tell you not to fold it up. Don't fold it up. Crinkle it all up into a ball and put it into a bag, because those little miniature gazillion crinkles, they're going to drop down. Oh, look. This is the same bag, okay? Goodbye, everybody. Hello. Goodbye. Okay, I'm showing you the bag, but I'm not doing a very good job because the bag is where it came from, okay? So I turned the green screen off. Okay, so this is the bag. Joke's on me. All right. So it says, don't fold it to make fold marks. Crumple it up into a ball. Just gather it up and throw it in, because the material is so non-reflective. Oh, I got to get rid of this. Okay. Sorry. All right. The material is so non-reflective that the little wrinkles are not going to bother you. So let me turn the green screen back on over here. So this is just a picture I took on the R6 in the next room of the French doors that go into the kitchen. So you can kind of like see through the glass a little bit. And by the way, I can control the blurring on that. I can make it really blurry, okay? Or I can make it so it's not blurry at all. So I took the picture like that, and then I bring and add a little bit of a blur. It makes me stand out a little bit, okay? That's part of the Ecamm software. All right, so let's get back to business before the show goes away. Okay, so what was Charles saying? Oh, so he was asking about the chroma green. Now, and then the chroma green gives problems in low light areas. Okay, I sound like an expert, right? But I just learned this stuff this week. All right, so the chroma green gives problems. So the movie industry came up with a blue that they settled on, and it's called chroma blue. Okay, so if you're going to do someone like Superman flying through the air, chances are they could use, or another superhero, whatever color is best for that particular shot. So now they have two tools in their bags. Okay, so these things come from Westcott as 9 by 10, which is the one I bought. So it kind of crumples along the ground. So rather than hang and stretch out, okay, I hang it over the 2 by 2 a little tighter. I just let it hang over the backside. Okay, when I get up, I'll show you. All right, so Simon says, even on large budget movies, they have trouble with green reflecting onto the actors regardless of the lighting. The solution is the surround TV studio, like in the Mandalorian. And they would probably, Simon, my guess is they're going to try the blue, and then, of course, they're going to have to get wardrobe. Wardrobe, aisle 2, get all the blue out. Okay, so this shirt with the little slightly blue and then the dark blue tabs, they wouldn't allow this on that movie if they were blue screening. Okay? All right. It's changing how... Well, they got CG. What are they called? CGI now. All right? So the CGI actually causes them to be able to do a lot more than I could do in here. Okay? Although I would say, wouldn't you say this is like a part of the CGI? You see how the outline of my shirt looks clean? Okay, so you could have a number of problems. Because my hair is white, I don't know of anybody else here. I don't know of any other person here that's got white hair. I don't know who else in this room has white hair. Okay, I'm just like slying. I don't know what to say. I'm the only one with the white hair. So anyway, the green screen and the blue screen causes problems with the white hair. All right. So the non-reflective screens cost a little bit more. The sheets or the fabric cost more money, but they work. And that's why Westcott has its name on that. And the other one is some no brand, the Amazon brand. It's cheap. It's very cheap. It's $13. Green screen, $13. Work no good, but green screen. You want green screen? I send you one. Just give me your money, buddy. Okay. All right. So, wait. I miss Charles. There's my buddy. I guess nobody knows why. When you figure out the answer, you will also find out why not all green screens work. Because wouldn't you say, Charles, because it's a computer action that is picking a color to key out and do something else with it. So if you're off by a shade, okay, even between high-end green screen makers, if you're off by a shade, that's why you probably wouldn't use Ecamm. You probably would use OBS. And what it's called is keying out the background. Keying. Okay, so on this bag, which I'm not supposed to show you, okay? I'm sorry, I feel like a kid. All right, on this bag, which I'm not supposed to show you, woo, I'm a ghost, I'm gonna haunt you, boo. All right, on this bag, on this side, okay, there's a label. Ooh, I can make it rise, label, rise. Down, label, down, down. Lower, label, lower. All right, Peter, stop being silly. So it says free 25, the number 25, green screen extraction software. So it gives you 25 different variations. This is Westcott. Okay, so you're not talking about the knockoffs from other countries. You're talking about Westcott. Okay, so they try to do better than the knockoffs, and they charge you up the wazoo for it. Okay, I have to move it out of the picture. How dumb can I be? But you know what? If I ever want to sing and I want to get rid of the microphone, I could just hang that bag over it. Isn't that a cool idea? Because you guys know I sing a little bit, right? You do know that I sing. True? False? Who was it that I missed back here? I saw somebody and I completely missed that person. No, 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 no. I can't have that. That doesn't work. I love everybody, almost. There's a few people I don't love, but the Bible tells me to love them. So I try. Okay, where did it go? Oh, it disappeared. Maybe they retracted. Maybe they got pissed off because I didn't say hello. I don't mean to tick anybody off. Honest to God. Okay. Try a yellow screen. Tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. There it is. I found it. I didn't get to you yet. Okay. So that was Simon that I showed his comment. Okay. Simon, Simon, Bo Simon, banana, nana, Bo Simon. Okay. So, let's turn the locks all on. Okay. Now, there it is. It was Marga. There she is. Marga, the blue background is nice. Showbiz. Well, you know, it's because of you and because I'm showing this to all of you guys that made me realize that my blue screen that's hanging in the corner, which you can't see on this. Yeah, now you can see it way over there. Okay. That's a pretty background. I really would prefer it to be the Westcott one because that has a shine. I showed you the shine, okay? But because I was doing show and tell, that showed me that actually makes a nice background. So if I actually want a plain background and I don't want to make any kind of an attraction to anything other than myself, just hang that sucker. Okay. So, hi, Marga. How you doing? What's going on? I don't know where you are. If you told me, I don't remember. So, how are things in your part of the world? So, she says that the blue screen, that's the second person that commented on the blue screen. Okay. So, it goes to show you that it does make a difference. So, I came back and I found you, Marga. Now, where was Sly? I was making fun of her white hair. Ha, ha, ha. Hi, Peter and everyone. Probably a stupid question. What do they say in school? Or they say no such thing as a stupid questions? There's such a thing as a stupid question. Okay? Like, I'll give you one right now. Okay? Any of you guys that are spiritually oriented, read the Bible, know your stuff a lot, or just even a little. Okay? So, you go to heaven and you're walking around and you see Jesus and you see the Father and you're thinking. So now you're in heaven, not here, you're in heaven. So you go like, Jesus, where is the Holy Spirit? Boing! That's a stupid question. The Holy Spirit came to the earth. So the Holy Spirit resides here and the Father and the Son is in heaven. So that's a stupid question, okay? So I'm able to come up with stupid questions, okay? Hi, Peter and everybody. Probably a stupid question. What would happen if you tried a neutral canvas drop cloth? Okay, it becomes a drop cloth. Okay, that's the part that maybe I'm not communicating properly. Okay, so let's go over to a camera. I need the Nikon because I'm sitting down. Okay, so this is the Nikon camera. So if I turn the green screen off, all right, watch me. I'm going to click it off. I have a green drop cloth behind me. I can put any drop cloth I want, like that blue one that's hanging in that corner. That one actually makes a very pretty thing, all right? A pretty backdrop. But it's not keyable. Keyable means the computer steps up to the plate, like Ecamm, and I can green screen blue, and I can green screen green. But there's no other choice because that is the conventional or the most popular of the green screens. This one here, which is a Westcott screen, okay? So the Westcott is a big name. They've been around for a gazillion years. So they didn't make it with a material that shines. They picked a material that I can show it to you now. But it's the same thing. It's hanging up. So you see the wrinkle there? You see that wrinkle? Crazy deep wrinkle. Correct? Could have turned the green screen on. You see 1,000 videos. Got to get rid of the wrinkles. How do I get rid of the wrinkles? Here, you push the button and they're gone. Okay? And that's because it's not truly targeting one simple color green. It's got like an envelope, a little bit from here to here, and it's covering that wrinkle. As simple as pie. Okay? So what you're saying, Sly, is basically talking about a background cloth. Okay? But 2 of the background cloths are actually designed to be used in a computer environment where they can make that color disappear, like abracadabra. Okay? So you could put any backdrop you want. As a matter of fact, you could buy backdrops that have scenes painted on them, and they get into the hundreds of dollars. So you can get all kinds of scenes. Like, I always like the window scene. I think they're cool. I like, pictures where some girl or some guy's looking out the window and pondering, okay? Or some child has got his forehead up on the window and it looks like the photographer caught it candidly, but it's all set up. The kid is looking out the window and it's snowing outside and the boy is feeling sad because he wants to go out and play in the snow. Well, that can all be backdrops, okay? So that's where I think the confusion comes in. You could buy any one of a million backdrops, okay? But the computers and like Zoom is designed to key out certain backdrops, all right? Now, Zoom has gone one step further where they try to isolate you. Like, what's those programs that they can take the background out and leave you in? Adobe Premiere. What's the one that I use? Oh, Pixelmator, okay? It just does it automatically. It figures out there's something with an outline, and it makes it so I get a translucent background, but I get to stay in. So I bought that, and I'm making more and more of my my thumbnails because Simon is kind of like helping me with the thumbnails, okay? So thank you, Simon. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. Am I on the air, guys, or did I lose something? Okay, I seem to be stuck. The computer seems to be stuck. Oh no, it's Ecamm that's stuck. Okay, so how do I fix this? I don't know. This is called live TV. So if I'm actually live, if I'm not live anymore, then you can't hear me. But if I am live, Randy or Sly or Simon, text me that I'm live because I no longer have control over Ecamm. I don't know why. I can't even close it out. Okay, so it's either completely locked up or it's broadcasting and it's not locked up. I don't know which of the two is happening. So you know what I see is I see the ball circulating. So I can't even go down. All right, how do I? Okay, I'm going to try something drastic. If we get disconnected, come back in. I'm coming. Okay, I force quit it. I did get a text, so I'm assuming who's texting me? Carlos. Hi, Carlos. I'm still seeing you. Okay, so I was broadcasting, but I lost all control of Ecamm. And what I did was I force quit it. Thank you, Carlos. I force quit Ecamm, came back in, and there was a resume button. So I still have all my, whatchamacallit, the comments. So I just got to find where we left off. So I'm going down, I'm recognizing, I saw Norm, I saw Lewis. I think I was talking to Marga. Oh no, it was after that. Here's another one I missed for her. Thanks for the help, the felt hack. Yeah, you know what I did, Marga? I started shopping for a felt cloth. All right, but even getting close to what I wanted was 60 to 70 bucks. So the real one, which is by Westcott, meaning they're picking the right colors, blah, blah, blah. So it's $80. And so I bought that, and I used a coupon, not a coupon, a gift certificate from Jim Monday. So that's why I was able to buy it. So if anybody wants to buy me a present, gift, coupons, hello, hint. Peter can spend those. Timeless Truths, how you doing? Another great lesson, Peter. And there we go. And I wanted to say hi and bring that up. Yeah, you guys getting something out of this, or have I bored everybody out of their tree? Okay. Chroma means pure. How cool. So it's Chroma Charles. The pure Charles is Chroma. Okay. So, and he's talking about the weather guys. Yeah, they stand in front of a Chroma screen and they point over there. They're looking at a monitor, like I'm looking at my monitor over there, and they can move their fingers and go over like where Dr. Charles Richards' name is right here. Now it disappeared. Okay. So that's what Charles says. And, oh, I remember Sly was asking the stupid question. It's not a stupid question. It becomes a background, okay, which is important. Now, those of you that do have Ecamm, okay, if you actually put your comments up on the screen, you could put a star next to the comment for any number of reasons. And so my reason is to let me know where I left off, okay? So those disappear, which is not good. All right, so Charles is leaving, so he's saying good night. Here's Shane. Here's my buddy. Hi, everybody. Hi, Peter Gregg. Hi, Peter Gregg Live. How is everybody doing? How you doing? Geeky, nerdy, techie. Listen, guys. I know a lot of you follow like Simon and other channels that are really good, okay? But if you're not following Geeky, nerdy, techie, and I'm not just saying this to pat him on the back. I'm learning about the S52 camera, the Panasonic S Mark II. So when they give me an S and a 2, I'm going to turn it into the B-52 bomber. They should have turned it to the B-52, okay? But I am learning a lot through him because he's actually teaching the settings on the Ding Dong camera. And it's because of Shane that basically I made the decision that I'm selling the R6 and I'm buying the S52, but I'm going to wait for the S52X. So here's how it goes. Lewis, if you're still here, baby, listen. Here's the hierarchy for money, for what camera to buy. At the upper end, okay, not the extreme upper end like $4,000, okay, the S52, the Panasonic S5 Mark II, that's the #1 camera on the list. So what does that mean? That means that all the lists that I've given you before, this list is superseding it. So what does superseding mean? It means it overpowers the prior lists, okay? So don't ask me what about the R7, Peter. Don't ask me what about the FX30, Peter. This is the new list for Lewis and anybody else that's in the market to buy cameras, okay? My throat feels very dry tonight. All right, so Louis Lazuka, you want to start watching Geeky Nerdy Techie so you can get a good feel for the S52 camera until I get one here. So I'm going to try to get a loaner, and then I'm going to save up my money. When I sell the R6, I'm going to save up my money and I'm going to buy the S52, but I'm going to spend $200 more and I'm going to get the S52X. So why am I going to get the S52X? The S52X model costs $200 more. Everything else is the same, okay? Except it does all eye. It adds that. So for videos, it does all eye, where, you know, these cameras don't do all eye, but that one will for 200 bucks. But it doesn't stop there. It also does ProRes, which I've been meaning to ask you about, Shane. Does it give me ProRes Proxy, ProRes Lite? What levels of ProRes does it give me? If you want to do a video showing, oh, you don't have that camera yet. Okay. So you don't know the answer to that question. Never mind. That was a stupid question. Sly. Peter just did a stupid question. He doesn't have the camera, so he can't answer the question. Okay. So, so Louis, back to you. The new list in town, starting today, January 20th, okay? The Panasonic S5 Mark II is your #1 top choice. If you don't want to spend money there, okay, you move all the way down to the Sony E10. I'm using 2 of them here. That's how good of a job. And they're $700 plus a lens. So why should I spend $1,500 or $1,600 or $17? How much is the R7? When the E10 works perfectly fine. So if I'm going to spend $1,500, $1,600, $1,700, I want the Panasonic S52. And here's a great secret, Louis Lazuka, okay? It's the most Canon-like camera out there. However, the M lenses that you have won't work on the Panasonic. But you get 3 lines of lenses to choose from. You could go cheap, and they have some good lenses, Sigma. You can go middle price, Panasonic's own lenses. So they're higher priced, okay, but not super high like Sony, okay? Or you could go crazy expensive, which is Leica. The Leica lenses fit natively on to the S52. So your list, Louis Lazuka, is S52 or E10. That's your new list. Now remember, I'm not your daddy, okay? Which means you don't have to listen to what I'm saying. But if you want my input for your greatest happiness, there it is, baby. I would listen to what I'm saying. So I'm selling my Canon R6 to get the S52. So I'm going to get the S52 as a loaner, so I could get on the air and show it off. And then when I buy it in May, I'm going to get the S52X. So that's my plans, okay? So here's Carlos. Thank you, Carlos, for texting me. I appreciate that. So I was live on the air, and he knew I needed the feedback. Bam! Right there. Home plate, home run. Thank you, Carlos. I appreciate that. So, hey, everybody, my favorite Martian. Oh, my favorite Floridian. Peter. Yeah, you're starting to take after me. Everybody is my favorites. My favorite Liam. My favorite Motivated Minds. Carlos or Oscar. Okay. So everybody is my favorite. But I do love each and every one of you. Gregg is here. Good evening, Peter and everybody. How are you, Craig? I did my prayers earlier today, and I prayed for the boys. So let's be looking for a miracle, okay? Love you, buddy. And here's Mark. One Chicago person I love, and it's Mark. How you doing? Hey, Peter, did you move to a different place? That's a good joke. You did a good job. Good job on that one. Yep, I moved to a different room. I moved the cameras. I moved everything. Watch this, Mark. I can not only move the cameras, okay, I can move like magic. Watch. Watch this. I can come in here, and I can move me. Bing! I just moved in front of a table, okay? So these are pictures that I took around my house. Hey, this new green screen, by the way, is not giving this picture a problem. Very cool. It gives the blue green screen a problem, and it gives the original green screen a problem. I don't even get the outline problem. Wow, this Westcott thing ain't bad. It ain't half bad after all. So let's put it back where it belongs, okay? I wanted to show you a piece of magic. Mark, You've got an awesome sense of humor. I love you. You're just crazy good. You're just crazy good. Okay. So, where are we? Let's switch cameras. How come I moved? I didn't want to move. Oh. I can move me. I guess I'm moving around. So, hi, Mark. How you doing there? What you doing? I kind of lost track of what you're doing these days. Gregg is saying, Peter, this is my step ladder. I never knew my real ladder. That is so funny. Next time I walk, oh, I moved it over here now. Next time I go up my step ladder, I'm going to have to steal that joke from you. This is my step ladder. I never knew my real ladder. That's pretty cool. So you guys just have your comedy in here, the intelligence in here, the love, because you guys love on me just when I need it. I went through a couple of bad days. 3 nights ago, I didn't sleep. I was so upset because of something that was going down with the court crap that I didn't sleep. The whole night I was tossing and turning, and then the sun came up, and I got up and I had breakfast, and I was so, you know how you get sleep punchy? I called my lawyer, and thank God I didn't get through, but I got through to the secretary and said, look, I'm getting sick over this. I need some explanations, please. I'm begging. I have not slept since 2 days ago. Do you know she went and she found the answers and called me back? And I went and I took an afternoon nap, and I slept solid as could be. Yeah, my brother's getting very, very mean, but there is a scripture in the Bible that says, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. I will repay. So God's vengeance is going to be a lot better than mine, because I might hit the wrong spot and mean nothing, or I might hurt somebody beyond what I expect. So if God's going to do vengeance, it's going to be better than an Italian meal, okay? All right. Louis, are you flirting with me, big boy? Huh? Peter, do you still eat sugar, or are you sweet enough? Okay. I'm sweet enough, baby. I'm sweet enough. So I'm listening, Peter. Good, Louis, because I worry about you. Can you tell? I have a high level of concern. I want you to be happy when you get, what you buy. So I know you have a predisposition to go towards Canon. However, whatever you're going to do as your next step is going to be there for years. So you might as well build a system. So you could buy the S52 and the Sigma lens of your choice and just spend, maybe $200 to $600 more and have a lens you could use forever, okay, instead of a cheapy-weepy. It also has a kit lens. I would have to ask Shane if he's got the kit lens, but you can go over to Geeky Nerdy Techie and find out for yourself. So the kit lens might be good enough as a starter lens, okay? So that's why I'm giving you these lists. So if 2,000 to 2,500 is above your where your safe watermark is, we're going to move it all the way down to the E10. Now, do you think I'm suffering with the E10 here? Heck no, I got 2. I wouldn't buy a second one of the same camera if I was suffering. I like the camera. It's awesome. $700 plus a lens. So that's your new list, Louis. All right, baby, take it to heart if you want to listen to me, or you don't have to. We got all these other guys in here. There's a lot of YouTubers in here, so you could take their opinions also. All right, they're not anything less than me. Okay. Charles says, Louis, by the time you make up your mind, the Panasonic S52, which sells for $17.95, will be obsolete. Charles, Louis is one of our kids, okay? So let's be nice to the guy. He comes in here for love because he knows we're not stabbing him. You notice we don't stab each other? So, like Sly said, you can make a stupid question, but we all still love each other, okay? So let's keep that spirit alive. That's why I'm in the Christmas room, Even though I made the Christmas room disappear, we're at the French doors, okay? So, we're in the other, we're in the old Christmas room. Oh, yes, Louis, I believe in you. And now that they're making money for the shorts, hey, big boy, you need to start making those shorts again. Yes, the S52 from Panasonic. Okay, so this is a Peter thing. Some of these names get me confused. So I'll say the SR52, or I'll say the Mark 6 when it's the R6. So I give them nicknames, okay? And I give nicknames to the people that I love, too, okay? So the S52, the S5 Mark II is gonna become the S52, okay? What are they gonna do, sue me? I'm already being sued by my brother. Get in line, okay? So that's how I'm doing it. I am so thrilled. This cloth just came in a few hours ago, the Westcott cloth. So you're seeing it like it's been here for years. It's been here for 2 years, 2 hours, okay? Well, now, oh, we're past 11. Holy cow. All right, Louis, why didn't you tell me it's time to go? Charles says the lens kit is actually very good. The Lumix 20 to 60 kit lens is very decent. I like that. Thank you, Charles. I'm going to have to look into that. Maybe I could spend less money. All right. All right, guys. You know I love you. You make my week, honestly, and I had a bad week. So you guys being here with me right now actually means a lot more than you think, okay? Because I was... Oh, you see how the green screen kicked in for a second? That is latency in the computer, meaning it had to think, what color do I have to get rid of really quick? Oh, Peter's got it set to green. So you saw it flash? That is computer stuff, okay? So now this is the Sony E10, 698. Do I look like I'm crying? No sirree. Why is my hair all the way up to the top? Somebody jumbled up these things. Whoops. Must have been me. All right, whatever. Okay, so now it's time to say goodbye to all our family. M-I-C, see you real soon. K-E-Y, why? Because I love you. M, what can I use for the letter M that has something to do with photography? M-O-I-R-E, Maury. But that's not really a good word, is it? So I'm gonna get to use my blue shirt. Okay, let's see how the Sony responds with the green screening. It still punches out the shirt. I wish I could look through there and you could see me, but you're gonna see the doors. Okay, and how about? Oh, I didn't show you this. Is my new favorite shirt. Okay. Wow, that is beautiful. Green screen doesn't affect it at all, and there's no lines on the side. Okay, the outline, like the white magic marker, is another problem you can have. Okay, so that's it. It's hard for me to say goodbye, you notice? I really miss you guys. All right, God willing and the bridge ain't up, I will see you next Friday night. And just so you all can have a few minutes to say goodnight, I'm going to go to where the same camera where I came in, where I kind of blur everything out, and I'll start shutting everything down. So good night, guys. I love you. You guys that are watching this on the replay, I'm not getting enough comments. I want to see comments. Write me something. Say I'm ugly. Well, don't. Say I'm pretty, like Muhammad Ali. Oh, Ray, God. Right on, you skirted right under the table. Hi, Peter and company. Hi, Ray. I love you, buddy. All right, I'm saying goodbye. And those of you guys that are watching the rerun on this, okay, make a comment, please. And I'm going to go to the sepia camera, which is my goodbye camera. There's no sound and there's no color. Bye. Love you guys. So instead of getting that out, you're going to